I hate Morbius. I saw Morbius a couple days ago, and I just wanted to let my feelings sit for a while, put them in the corner of my room and let them fester to see if they would change at all. No, I still hate Morbius. Basically, the story is so bad. Let's just jump into the flaws. Actually, I don't even know if I have any pros at all. Milo is super cuckoo town. I don't get what the writers were thinking when they added Milo into the movie. Well, in the beginning, they should have just skipped the entire Congo scene, because that doesn't even matter in the movie. I don't know why we got that scene. It's basically useless, and it takes up time to where they could have built Milo and Michael's relationship more. But instead, no, we get Congo and Jared Leto cuts his hand. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Milo and Michael's friendship is super underdeveloped. I mean, Milo arrives. This is basically how it goes. Spoilers. This is basically how it goes. It goes, "You're Milo now." That's how they become friends. Only thing that really happens between them is Michael gives Milo a love note before he goes to medical school, and Milo gets bullied. Oh yeah, and there's the thing where Michael saves him. They're both sick. Michael's trying to find a cure for the sickness, and Milo, he's all crippled, and he's like, oh, mate, oh, yeah, you're going to find a cure, right, Michael? And then Michael's like, yes, I will. And Milo's like, okay. I'll leave you to it then. Michael finds a cure, obviously, and he turns to Morbius. Later on, Milo's like, "Micah, you're around here," and Morbius is like, "Blood!" What? No, he's like, because he writes it on the glass, and Milo just happens to know, "Blood in the freezer. I'll go get it." Good to know that you knew exactly what he was referring to. Milo gives him the blood, and then Michael gulps it down. After that, Milo, takes off or whatever, I don't care. Milo does his own crap and somehow becomes a vampire during that time. I'm pretty sure there's not a scene where Milo goes in and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the serum and now I'm a vampire." No, they should have developed Michael's relationship with his girlfriend more. Because I didn't care about them either. I didn't care about them either. They're just kind of together. But, Michael turns to vampire. He gets all buff. And then the detectives somehow can figure out every single thing they need to do. Basically, it leads them straight to Michael. Right when he's about to leave as well. How convenient, right when he's about to leave. Michael books it because he's about to get caught by them. And then they're running after him, They're running after him. Michael's booking it with his fake artificial blood in a bag. Remember that bag. He jumps straight up the staircase. There's a staircase that leads straight up to the ceiling. He jumps that, and Morbius bullet time. Detective starts running up the stairs. Michael jumps up the stairs. He jumps from point A to point B. Detective, man, he has to literally spiral around flights of staircases. Michael gets to the top. You know what he does? He starts running around this maze of clotheslines. I don't remember. He keeps circling around. He drops the bag. And it's not like he accidentally drops the bag or he knocks into something and he drops the bag. No, he legit just plops it on the ground and books it to the edge of the building. And here's what really ticked me off. The detective, first of all, the detective somehow catches up to Morbius in those 10 seconds he was scrummaging around. And you know what Morbius does? He goes by the edge, turns around, and he gets caught. What are you doing? Morbius, you literally just jumped a flight of stairs. Why are you getting caught? How did you get caught by these cops? All he did was point a gun at you. That doesn't mean you automatically gotta surrender. You could freaking jump. But whatever. The whole jail sequence did not even need to be there. It's so forced. He could have jumped off the building when the detective came. And literally, he just breaks out of prison later anyway. So it's like, what the frick was the point? Oh, I know the point. The only point of that entire segment of him in jail is literally just to introduce Milo as a new vampire. That's it. And he throws a really dumb Hulk joke in there. "You wouldn't like me when I'm hungry. Where's my bag? Oh, I dropped my bag on the roof," which again was not even oh my god, it didn't matter. Milo is a vampire. Woo! He walks, rummaging down the streets, killing random civilians. Michael breaks out. He's like, he breaks through the wall, literally no problem. He catches up with Milo with his super exaggerated echolocation skills. And Milo's like, "Don't you say? We're the new people. We're evolved, and we're gonna kill everyone because that's part of my character now. I'm just a super jackass who loves to kill people and dance every 5 minutes." The twist for Milo comes out of nowhere. as well. There's no build up to Milo becoming a villain. He just becomes a villain as soon as he's a vampire. There's no foreshadowing. There's no like, I've been bullied by these kids. I need to take revenge on the normal people, which they could have done. He was bullied in that one scene. Is that supposed to be the callback to when he becomes a full-on villain? No, that ain't working. Milo, he's so dumb. Like, he lets people get away. His motives don't make sense. But anyways, let's move on. Michael meets up with his girlfriend after the little shenanigans with Milo. Michael just happens to be on the same bus she escapes on, which is kind of random as well. There's so much things that just happen, and like conveniently things fall in line. But anyway, Michael tells her basically everything that's happened. Honestly, this girlfriend person, she has no personality. She's just the girlfriend. She's not a different character. She's just the girlfriend. Morbius sets up a different lab. The drug dealers, he kind of just breaks one of their fingers. Says a dumb "I'm a Venom" joke. Milo, he's such a freaking doofus. He says that his motive is to make Michael understand and accept that he's a vampire. And he thinks the best way of doing that is threatening his girlfriend and freaking killing the doctor therapist guy. Milo, what are you doing? Did not need to be a villain in this movie at all anyways. Why was Milo here? I would have rather had it been a deep deconstruction of morals between Morbius and his vampires. Michael and Morbius. You know, maybe his girlfriend could have got more developed, and no, it just turns into some bullcrap. Okay, so anyways, Milo does this dumb jealousy act with the therapist guy. Literally murders him. Michael, he goes to the therapist. Milo, he's conveniently threatening Michael's girlfriend on a rooftop as soon as Michael is with the therapist. And apparently Morbius can just freaking hear this from like buildings away. What the frick? Are you Daredevil or something? Wouldn't that get annoying to hear everything? Or do you just get certain things you want to hear? Like, oh, I want to put on the setting where I can only hear my girlfriend, Milo, and that's it. Anyways, you know, Milo, for some reason, he doesn't kill the girlfriend. He leaves her with a sliver of health, just so Morbius can come over and make her a vampire. Ooh, really? Michael should not... Okay, the girlfriend says to Michael, make this death mean something. Which I thought she was implying that she wanted him to suck her blood, get the juice, and fight Milo. But instead of honoring her death and making her death valuable by drinking her blood, he decides to make her a vampire too. What are you doing, Michael? Did you not see Milo and how fricked up he turned? Why are you giving it to an unexperienced person again? And this time it's your girlfriend. Ooh, it's his girlfriend. He wants to save his girlfriend. No, she's gonna be bloodthirsty as well. And now you have two vampires. Don't you regret doing that? Why would you give it to another person? Anyways, Milo is apparently just waiting there because he comes out of this smoke and he's like, Michael, you killed her, you turned red. Thanks, Milo. Michael and Milo get in a fight. Milo, he's smoking Morbius so bad. And then Morbius is hanging upside down like a bat. Who? Funny, because he took blood from a bat. Morbius does his little bat cry. He's like, ah! And then all the bats come to his rescue. They're like Batman in the Batcave. Just so you know, Milo has been a douchebag the entire movie after he's become a vampire. He's gone from good to literal douchebag. Now let's move on. Milo gets the staff. He's gonna go into this bat vortex and try and pike, stab, and kill Michael. Morbius then conjures a bat Hadouken, like Kamehameha style, like legit. He puts his hand in the position and bats start flying in that little area. And as soon as Milo's close enough, he blasts the bats at him and he falls back. And then, you know, Michael stabs Milo with the antidote. And Milo's like, don't kill me, Michael. Shut up, Milo. You literally killed a bunch of people. And now that you're on your deathbed, we're supposed to feel bad for you and sympathetic. Why are you being so wussy about it, huh? You were so cocky earlier when you were kicking the crap out of Morbius. Why are you becoming a little bit? Morbius, you know, he goes on his merry way. The girlfriend becomes a vampire, all Twilight style, as my sister said. The ending scene is... it's even more confusing, because why is Vulture in this universe when they're supposed to return to their own universes? Vulture was already in the MCU. Why is he turning up in the Sony universe? And how are they going to develop his character from here? The whole multiverse thing doesn't make freaking sense. But yeah, that was my Morbius review. It was a total waste of my time to even watch that movie. I can't believe I thought this movie was gonna be decent. Bad story, illogical choices, bad character development. This is probably the worst movie I've ever seen in film. Throughout the entire movie, I was jumping in my chair like, what is this man's doing? Or what is this person doing? Or what is this person doing? The movie is a bunch of bullcrap, and I'm not excited to see where this heads. I don't recommend Morbius. Don't go watch it, and I'll see y'all later.